Bag of chips don't break heart.
The bag of chips have to go.
Go!
Now, the question here is, how will a simple Umbreon be able to defeat a skilled Pokemon trainer?
Well, you see, they're both pre-evolutions on his shoulders, so it's going to be a game of respect your elders. Yes. And the power of friendship, considering Umbreon is a friendship evolution.
And it's nighttime.
And it's nighttime, let me tell you what. The moon is out, and so are these dubs. All right, so Fox has been making big waves, getting top 8, the only DeDeDe to ever do it in this region, aside from Highwayman, who was not getting top 8 every week. My goodness. Kind of blowing my mind.
And even at, like, Shockwaves, I mean, just doing that once is tough.
It's
right?
really tough.
But Highwayman also played Wolf. Fox has sort of just now fully committed to the DeDeDe.
Yeah.
Which is like, he's just like, yeah, that's my soul main. You can tell because I played a set against him last week where I looked at him in the eye and I said, I'm going to talk at you this entire set.
Yeah.
And he went, you're in luck because I'm also going to do that now.
Oh my god.
And then we did just talk mess for 3 straight games.
So your like do-all end-all strategy just backfired then.
Well, I wouldn't say it backfired because I did take a game off of him, and
Let's
DeDeDe
go.
is broken. So
He's broken.
You know,
As to Fox's attestation, he's the first to spread that propaganda. He thinks DeDeDe's broken.
busted character.
That's character, at least in his hands.
Wait, what do you mean we're playing offline? Oh, well, anyways, Danbi also playing Yoshi, trying to get the snipes with the eggs.
And for the most part, it's working, but finishing him off is a different story. At
As
some
it is
point,
with DeDeDe.
Yeah, the eggs kind of lose meaning once you have them at like 190. Okay. Wow, he lived! Oh my god! DeDeDe's broken.
Big. And I'm not just talking about DeDeDe. I mean, I'm talking about the way that Fox has played defensively. I mean, knowing that sometimes Yoshi really kind of needs some setups. Yeah, he has moves that can do, you know, stray kills, like back air, neutral air, right? Things like that.
Oh!
And even, you know, I said he was
stray
maybe out of
back air.
confirms, but it was single hit back air into the up air. That was actually kind of shiesty.
If any Yoshi's gonna hit that, it's gonna be Danbi.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It was the first thing I noticed that was different about him from every other Yoshi in the region, is that he was very, very good and consistent with that back air confirm.
Well, and just any of the confirms that he needs.
Literally.
Right, like he's
What in
practiced
the
them
world?
pretty deeply. Up there from Fox, not quite enough to do it, even though it's strong. Below the stage, though.
Yeah, you don't really need to worry if you're, as long as you're not spaced where you're gonna get hit by back air. Oh god, yeah, that was scary.
Danbi has not fallen for a single one of like the weird baits, but right there, Fox hanging tough, maneuvering right through the egg and getting right up into Danbi's face with that forward air. And honestly, off stage is one of the times where you can truly be aggressive with DeDeDe.
Yeah, like off stage and at the ledge, that's like his wheelhouse. And not to mention, if you can't bait the fish, then you're just gonna take and go grab it with both of your 2 hands, mittens or otherwise.
As a bird would.
As a bird would.
Just he's a penguin, right? No, he's an eagle.
Totally an eagle.
Totally an
Spreads
eagle.
his wings like one, he's free like one. He's got the spirit. The American way.
Egg.
Egg right back. He said, oh, why thank you.
I
This is
don't
raw!
I can't have that.
He remembered his like son or something. Oh god.
Oh, yeah, Danbi's-
no way.
Danbi's gonna get him. I think that that was a recovery that works one time. You know, where that first time it was like, okay, Danbi might like go off early and then this will work. I can get back to the ledge. But
Yeah.
second time, Danbi's gonna be ready. And at that point, you just go low like this.
Yes, exactly.
It's safe for DeDeDe. He's really tough to challenge down there.
Extremely. Like if you don't have like a consistent 2-frame tool that's like a multi-hit downer like Yoshi's, I guess, it's really difficult to hit him there.
Fox is getting lost in the sauce. Like he's so close, but he's just like a split second behind Danbi on every single one of those aerials out there, even though he was right on top of him.
Yeah, it might have to do with DeDeDe's frame data. It might have to do with Fox, but for all we know, a little more
It's a
anticipation.
DeDeDe thing.
It's a
I mean,
DeDeDe thing.
Let's not
Let's not mask it.
let's not hold back here.
It's not Wi-Fi DeDeDe.
It's character that struggles, but
But not
Danbi,
Fox.
one stock away from finishing off the struggling Fox. Again, I mean, this can be a tough matchup. I mean, really, the fact of the matter is that Danbi's been able to kind of move Fox all around the stage, whereas as a DeDeDe player in this matchup, you really need to be able to play just, you choose where you play, and that's how you win. But if a Yoshi's getting to bully you, I mean, you have the range to kind of box him out, and Yoshi can really struggle in those matchups. But Danbi definitely finding a way to keep that pace of the game, and he is looking clean for it.
Yeah, moving around DeDeDe this much, it's an achievement, my goodness. Hit him with the Shaquille O'Neals.
That was like not, yeah, the 24 EEs.
They really do extend like that, like Mario's fist. Those are Tims you're never going to find with
It
a
was like
special order.
the latest hit of the Nair, too. Like, it didn't even, it's like not even a launching move. He just like pushed
Yeah,
into the blast
literally.
zone.
It's kind of just like, I don't know what the minimum momentum is to pass the blast zone and die, but I think this will meet it. Ever so slightly. So yeah. It's weird to see DeDeDe being like forced around this much, because ordinarily he just kind of sets up shop and starts throwing Gordos from one spot on the stage until you're at ledge, and then he's at the ledge.
Yeah, and I think that part of it is that Fox just doesn't have a handle on the way that Danbi's moving, which I've kind of noticed is like step one to beating Danbi, right, is getting the pace of the game away from him, because if you're not locking down the movement, he does get the pace of the game. But if Fox can get like just a couple of reads, I mean, particularly the way he's playing around the platforms, that's where you start using that Gordo to really like lord over the whole stage.
Yeah, Lord and Kingship.
Yes.
It is his empire.
I'm glad you went there because I was about to.
Right? Okay, so the difficulty with that is like not only you don't really have the same options that other characters do to do that, and Danbi knows that that's his weakness, and he has the aerial mobility to just absolutely rule the pace of the game in this matchup specifically. Because like DeDeDe can mix up with like when he jumps, but he can't mix up where.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it's just the problem that slow characters have in this game, which is how do you force your opponent to do something when they can just create space around you and maneuver around you, which is the way that Danbi's doing it. And that's why you have to get particular reads against a guy like him to control the stage, or else this is going to keep on happening. Fox is keeping it pretty even. If he can get one trap set up, like in the corner on a platform.
Or a simple, humble up tilt, that'll do.
Yeah, reading the roll right there. And again, just Danbi trying to stay up close, cause DeDeDe, you know, a bunch of problems by being where he can't hit him, but instead,
whoa!
Tilts.
Dude, that would have broken armor if it was the sweet spot, and it might have spiked him too.
I would be afraid if I was Danbi for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And this is where Fox really gets to thrive, because now, having the lead, Danbi does kind of have to, you know, he's forced to play to your tempo. You get to be J.K. Simmons.
This is what Fox needed and wanted all along. Like, it's just this position, but it's getting smaller.
Yeah. Well, and that's so. There was that whole like PG Stats video where they were talking about the Dr. Mario, right? It's like if you're playing a worse character, you have to like go for reads. You can't just try to play like what's optimal, because what's optimal
better
makes you lose. But in this case, right, when you've got the lead, now you can just stick to the throw out the Gordos, do some spacing, because Danbi's going to be forced to make a move, and that might result in a mistake. But you know, Fox still went for a big read, which I respect, because if you hit that dash attack, yeah, Yoshi at even like 50 is gone.
Yep. It all comes down to intuition and familiarity, and if there's anything that we know, a low-tier player is going to know and have been in this situation a lot more times than you have.
And that up smash, if it was thought through entirely by Fox, which, you know, who's to say, but that had to be a really hard call out that Danbi was going to nair but then drift back, because if he kept going in with that nair, then you're in trouble as DeDeDe. But I just toss out that up smash and he's drifting back and get out of here.
Just keep it wound up and ready to, oh my goodness. Wow, oh, stars, I'm just seeing stars.
That Fox went for that a second time after Danbi handily punished him the first time he tried that.
It could just be a read on top of a read, right? Like he thinks he'll never do that again because he saw how well I punished it, and then he did it anyway.
Still going for a couple of big reads. Danbi back in it with that up smash.
But in the exact same spot as the last stock.
Yeah, and you know, to Fox's credit, right, he's still got the percent lead. He's made some great adaptations, and I mean, like I was saying, he needed a couple of reads on Danbi. He's found them, and now he's just a couple of hits away from taking this to a game 3.
As a matter of fact, the beauty of playing a heavy is that you have a lot of time to observe, and that's where Fox thrives. Like, you can get more reads the more you, oh my god! The more time you have to play with that person.
Oh,
so
and is there Danbi does have double jump. Great patience by Fox.
But no, not for long!
Again, just the reads in that game, too, were so good. Danbi kept trying to sort of mix up his movement around Fox and bait something out, but Fox was kind of a step ahead of that and saying, right, you want to keep trying to bait things out of me, well, then I have plenty of time to throw out my big, strong hitboxes and take these stocks.
He's like, you better watch where you're putting that bait, because you might get a bite.
Yeah.
And he's biting back. My goodness.
Don't go fishing in shark-infested waters if you're not ready to throw hands with a hammerhead.
Or a penguin.
That's going with hammerhead because he's got like
the
hammer.
You're so clever. Oh my god. That's so good. Okay, game 3. I didn't expect it.
I just need credit for my jokes, that's all.
You get 100% and extra.
Thanks.
Extra credit.
Thanks, teacher. Sensei.
You have to go with that because I'm wearing the cosplay.
Yeah, the cosplay.
Of course.
We do go to game 3 on a significantly smaller stage, though, and this is great for Danbi because now, especially if you look at the way that game 2 went, right, wasn't able to play with that space that PS2 offered, right, play that really big bait and punish game. Now, small battlefield, put Fox on the back foot, and you can just get aggressive, and that is already what we're seeing from Danbi, right? Get up in his face, lord over that better frame data from him, and just go in, man.
Yeah, at this point, like, Evolution went backwards when it went from dinosaurs to penguin because the frame data is about double, I'd say. It's really bad. The disparity is apparent. Boy, I love that, like the way they added that buff that makes Gordo stick to that more often, so it just shuts down ledge traps.
Yeah, well, and for Danbi right there, right, he wanted that forward air to try to catch Fox going back up to the ledge, but you saw he couldn't. Does catch him with the roll, though, keeping things on stage, and again, it's just a flurry of hitboxes that Fox is having to contest with now.
I love that the word flurry came out during that down air.
Yeah,
The butterfly kicks.
That's right, that is what it's called.
Yeah, literally. Okay. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
And he just, like, he can't retreat. That's the issue. This stage is so small, like you said.
And see, that was like the one moment where Danbi kind of held back and thought maybe I'll bait something out from Fox and then it'll go back in.
Yeah,
and then he got hit for it. Whereas for the rest of this game, like, he's been playing like Yellow.
Oh!
Like, it's just been go in, throw out my hitboxes, and combo him to death.
Oh yeah, sunny side up. Ugh. Overhead and over easy.
And this is the playstyle, especially on this stage, where, like, if I'm playing DeDeDe right now, I'd be lost. I would not know what, like, even if you, like, paused time, like, if you just Zawardoed everything and I could sit there and think, I would not be able to figure out what to do.
Yeah, no, at this point, a 3-stock deficit, like, you would need more than 3 reads.
It's really just a combination of, man, this is a tough playstyle and stage combination for you to match up against as DeDeDe, but Fox still going to try to fight his way back. We've seen DeDeDe do crazy things before. In
Fox's hands, especially. Ooh, but this is a tall order. Number 2 in the region. Danbi's Mr. Consistency. I don't think he would drop it to a DeDeDe of all characters. Ooh!
Might, but might not.
Oh, the Gordo, though, making a case for himself.
And this is, I mean, Fox has really just not had any opportunities to throw out Gordos in this game.
Really,
partially because of the stage size, partially because Danbi's been so aggressive. And even when he gets Danbi to the ledge, he can't throw out the Gordos because he's always going to be able to toss out an egg.
Yeah, toss out the egg and then just armor past it.
Ooh, right.
Oh, he's done. Oh, my goodness.
Such an amazing landing by Fox with that up air to give him that safety, maybe bait out an unsafe option for Danbi. And yeah, not the best DI on that back air, which is hard to DI properly in that situation.
Yeah.
Will be a 2-1 win for Danbi.
Low-level Pokemon like the ones on his shoulders usually remove